things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kansas offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point in this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12 when somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Fields. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's a 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. they've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Rush is on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a gap. It's Hunt. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
To throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bring it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to UConn. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. On the run, it's Fields. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Thompson. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now 3rd and goal yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Marshall. He's going for it all. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best foot.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Quickly to the tight end. No, he got loose. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out.
Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the... The play almost had 6 there. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fields. Got the completion, but no. To go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. There he goes. Defense is there to make the stop. He's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finding an escape route. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get...
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Fields. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the 1st, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Also 7 yards on the play. Third down coming.
Corners are going to bail. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hunt. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, better look out! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! The defense putting points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.